It is Friday, June 4th. Um, and Megan, I don't know what happened today on The View. It was supposed to be Sinead O'Connor, but we ended up with this mix of shitty hot topics all day. Anyway, so first we started with your hard-on of hate of Dr. Fauci. And the other women are right. Like the Republicans just pick an enemy and just pound and pound and pound the enemy. And it's usually a false enemy. It's someone who has done most likely nothing wrong, but they're going to attach negativity to that person for sport, I guess, and to distract it from the fact that the Republicans don't want to govern. They just want to blame anybody else who wants to help for everything that's gone wrong, that they're usually the ones who aren't doing anything to fix. Um, yeah, you called him, a wannabe Kardashian. As someone, Megan, who is a media whore yourself, I have a hard time taking criticism from you about anyone else who has posed for a magazine cover or given an interview when your whole existence is about how much airtime and screen time and Twitter time you can get. So you can fuck off with your fake outrage, Dr. Fauci. Then we had, I don't remember the order of these. It was all just kind of a mixed bag. That we clearly, you got a pitch in to be able to talk about the Real Housewives of New York. And whereas the other women all talked about very specifically the problem of microaggressions against people of color or women of color, and made very good points about the topic of the conversation that was the fight on the clip from the Real Housewives. You just spent the whole time talking about, oh, that's my friend. I used to work with her. She's my friend. She's real smart. She could run for office. Do we really need more like personalities entering into politics? And less civil servants. I want people who actually want to do stuff and not want to just get the attention for doing stuff. Hashtag Andrew Yang. Because usually if they're looking for the attention, they're not actually going to do this stuff. They're just up there for their own bluster. Speaking of bluster, that's what it was. We were talking about Mike Pence going to New Hampshire, which you say you don't end up in New Hampshire for no reason. So you've made a prediction. We have 4 likely candidates to be the Republican nominee in 2024. And you say they are Ted Cruz, Ron DeSantis, Josh Hawley, or Kristi Noem. Those are the 4. And I like those. I feel pretty good about those odds then. I don't know where you get Ted Cruz thrown into that mix. If we had a commission on the insurrection, I don't think Hawley or Cruz would make it through the Senate on those investigations. They could potentially lose their existing jobs. So it's an interesting set of choices you've made. We'll see how well you are, if you're a real Nate Silver or not, from those 4 options. I don't feel confident that any one of them would be able to win. So I think I'm okay with that. Ron DeSantis is probably, although a terrible, terrible person, the biggest threat of them. And what else? That was about it. It was a lackluster day. You're very subdued, except for your hate for Fauci and your insistence about knowing what's going to go on with the GOP, even though you've said over and over again you don't have your finger on the pulse of the GOP. So I don't know where you come up with these predictions. I'm sure your husband helped you with that.